Hello and welcome to Scundered with me, Teresa Livingstone, a podcast about embarrassing stories. I have two of my favourite guests back today to try and get through stories without laughing and crying at your own story. Please welcome Rachel McPeake and Sarah Firby. Welcome. You know what? I actually paused there because I went, please welcome. What are their names again?
I've got two people here.
Welcome back to both of you. I love having you because I don't really have to think too hard about what we're talking about because you two just entertain yourselves.
Yeah. We're self-sufficient.
We're the only people reliably available as well because we have nothing else going on.
Yeah, literally.
We're recording this at 2:00 in the afternoon. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
What am I saying? It's not 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
2
if
o'clock
only we
somewhere.
It's 2:00 somewhere, so let's have some water.
We should start with timekeeping, actually.
Timekeeping. So Rachel has a bit of a bugbear about people being on time for things, which I agree with. However, we had an incident recently. There was an incident. The three of us planning for this podcast.
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate,
Take it away.
Rachel? Take it away.
So we had decided to go to Caporelli at the Mill.
Oh, we're going
Dundonald.
specifics.
Why do you sound surprised? Oh.
You were there. This was booked as most people know. If they know me, I like a good dinner.
You do,
and I do like a nice food and a nice, what do I call it?
You're a foodie.
You do not play around.
A good food experience. So we booked Caporelli at the Mill in Dundonald. Shout out.
Yeah.
Beautiful location. Beautiful restaurant. Months ago.
Yes, it was months
literal
ago.
Months ago, because that's you have to do to get people to actually lock in. Is okay in 2 months' time. Are you free? And everyone goes,
Yeah.
So I booked it for 6:30.
Yes, which is extremely early. If you don't mind me saying.
On this fateful night.
Can I just add as well? You booked it so far ahead that for about 2 months, I would wake up in a cold sweat at 3 a.m. every morning, going, "I've forgotten about the dinner."
Yeah, not the dinner.
Yeah. It was too early, Rachel. It was too far out.
Too early. Oh my God. It's Dundonald. You both live in Belfast. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Bear in mind.
So you booked the table for 6:30. Did you tell us that?
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. I screenshot it and put it into the chat.
So
there was proof
else.
of there was proof of the time.
Yeah.
And so I turn up. Bear in mind that I'm in Dublin and I'm there early, right? So I'm there on time, and I arrive at just before 6:30, and get myself settled down. Everything's very nice, just waiting around. And the thing about Caporelli at the Mill is that there's no signal. So you basically, once you get in there, it's kind of like the menu vibes.
It is very the menu vibes.
So there was no way to contact. I had to go out to the car park basically to get any sort of signal. Like 6:30 arrives. I'm like, okay, cool. They're probably just on their way. Then it's 25 to 22, quarter to, and as time passes, as it does.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are they? Where are they? So I went up to the car
I hope
park.
nothing's happened to them. I'm sure you were just concerned at this point,
yes,
not annoyed.
I mean, with you.
I mean, because
The assumption would be she's dead.
Because Caporelli is out, it's kind of rural, it's in the countryside. So I was like, fuck, they're in a ditch somewhere. There has been an accident, and I can't get any messages because there's no signal here. So
sorry, can I do? If this is a film, cut to me and Teresa in the car.
Yeah,
we're gonna be early.
Literally, yeah,
we're making great time.
So obviously all the way, the staff are looking at me oh no,
She's been stood up.
Yeah. So I was keeping it's fine, I'll take a glass of wine, just waiting, it's fine. Went out to the car park. Then I decided to ring you. I think this is about
lashing rain.
This was at 5 to 7.
Yes, 5 to 7 because I think we're going to have to give the table back. We're running. We're cutting ourselves pretty tight for dinner. So I by the way, I don't have your numbers. I have your Instagram and everything else. But I was like, oh,
I don't allow it.
I was like, I don't get. I'm not allowed to have it. But I was like, you assume you have someone's number.
Yeah.
So I was looking for you, and I was like, oh fuck, I actually don't have the number saved. So I was like, okay, that's not an option. So I decided to call. Grip call on Instagram. So I have to go to the car park. It's lashing rain, and I press video call. And Teresa answers, hello, down the phone.
Hiya.
And I went, hello. And I was like, are you on your way?
No.
What
Sorry.
was I saying?
No, you didn't.
What was the first thing?
No. The first thing I said was, are you on your way?
Are you on your way? And then
are you lost?
Yes. And then you were like, yeah. And I was like, are you lost? And you were like, no, I don't think so.
Thanks for checking in.
Yeah. You were so no, we're not lost actually. Yeah. And I was like, did you realise the table was booked for 6:30? And then
all hell broke
loose down the phone.
We're both we don't like to annoy. I don't think Sarah and I are identical, but I think we don't like to annoy friends.
No.
So
Well, we need
both,
everyone to like us.
Most cultures,
especially
we
friends.
we need people to like us. So this was this would have been stressful if it was just me, but the two of us were like, oh my god! But my instinct was she's wrong, Rachel's wrong,
Yes.
and I was like,
let's everyone just jump to the
and
conclusion
I said,
that Rachel's
Sarah,
wrong.
go back through and find that message
Yeah,
because
oh,
it
two
definitely
against
says
one,
7
but
p.m.
we
Yeah.
also, your immediate instinct is go back to the chat and chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
And you're like, hold on a second.
dead silence in the car while I went. Yeah, there was no reason for us to think. This.
Yeah, there was
tell
no
you why
indication
there was no-
whatsoever.
Do you know why? It's because it was the 7th of February.
That's not good enough.
Well, that's so the only number in my head was 7. I went 7 at 7.
7 at 7.
Table for 7
Yeah.
people,
So,
please.
yeah.
The vibes for that last 5 minutes of our journey,
Yeah.
terrible.
We were in silence.
We're in
Yeah.
silence. We're in silence, and I went. We have to pay for Rachel's.
Sarah was
dinner.
like, we're just
Yeah.
going to, we
We
pay
have to
for
pay
a
for
dinner.
dinner
We
now,
pay
don't
for
we?
anything. Does she need anything? Does she need car payment? We'll do that.
Does she need a car
Let's just calm down.
Does she need a house deposit? Just give it to her, honestly, at this point.
So,
But,
yeah, that was awful.
yeah.
I,
Great dinner, though.
It was a beautiful dinner.
nice dinner,
We came
yeah.
screeching into that car park like there was an Al Qaeda terrorist
Yeah.
attack. Like,
Throwing
driving.
ourselves at any door.
I was,
Yeah.
at one point, I
Just
said to Sarah,
running.
just you get out and get in there and I'll find a park space.
Yeah.
Like, we needed to
Like,
get in
tuck
and
and roll.
calm you down.
Yeah.
I was like, not going to
Literally.
stop the car.
And then when we were leaving, I was like, "Oh my god, do you notice like the wheel, like the what do you call that? The
mill.
Sorry, I was like the turbine.
Oh, yeah.
Caporelli at the mill.
Yeah.
It's you know that would suggest that it is a mill. And I was like, "Oh, did you see the mill?" And you were like, "I did not look
We
at
didn't see
that
the outside
mill.
of that
We
building.
ran with the coats over our
Tucking and
heads,
rolling,
duck and rolling into the restaurant, I
throwing
swear to
ourselves through
God.
plate glass windows.
Yes,
Just like, we're in.
just get in. Yeah, I did.
So sorry
it
about
just-
that. So, how much more do we have to apologise? I don't know. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we're still
Book,
apologising. Yeah.
book dinner at a reasonable hour next time.
Oh.
6:30 is too early.
God, the gaslighting.
We're not getting
It's
invited
actually,
again.
it's actually your fault that we got the wrong time. And that you're like, if you think about it, it is your fault. Yeah.
It is,
You're
yeah,
like, oh my
yes.
god, okay.
Well,
So, yeah.
anyway, no, but we're all still friends, I think.
Colleagues.
TBC.
Yes, colleagues.
TBC.
I'm going to get us a drink out here actually because
Wow.
we were talking about that night because you like a zero.
I
You like a
do,
zero
yeah.
drink. We had
Love a
0% wines that evening as well.
We did,
This
yeah.
is oh my god!
The upper body strength is spectacular.
Look at this. I have. Ooh,
Good
we're all,
noises.
what a lovely
Great
noise.
ASMR.
We're dressed like St. Patrick's Day. Like we've got the thing, the green in
that's
front,
right.
Irish, and we're
Yeah,
all wearing
green
green.
trousers.
We're all
yeah.
in green.
Yeah.
I wonder when this is going out. Well, maybe.
Yeah, the St. Patrick's Day
Happy
special.
St. Patrick's Day,
We just
everybody.
decided, yeah.
So these are from the Sober Irish, and we've got a whole range. We've got range here. We've got fizzy wine. We've got beers. We've got white wine. What are we in the mood for?
I'll try a bit of white wine.
A white wine?
I'll take is the fizzy open? I don't want to be a bother.
Yes, it is open. It is open
Yes, yeah,
already.
okay,
You
yeah,
want
we'll
a
do that.
fizzy? And
Yeah.
okay.
Classic.
Is
Do an
it-
already open.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
So-
seen this. Yeah, the
fritzy.
fritzy one is cool.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
zero person. I don't know. I'm not a connoisseur of the zero drinks.
Well,
do you
I am,
like-
well, I'm trying to drink more of them because I'm 35 now, and a 2 glass of wine hangover
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll want to die.
is like what I used to have from a bottle of vodka. Like it's crazy.
I know.
do
It
need
is
to get more
crazy.
into the
Right.
zeros.
So, would you drink white wine normally?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll put it in this, and then we'll put the fizzy one in the weird glass.
Lovely.
Great.
Lovely.
So have that.
I do. I
Give it a
like.
good sniff
Good.
test
I
at
do
the
like,
beginning.
a zero.
This
a
is
zero
our
wine.
Pinot Blanco, and this is the Fritzy.
Fritzy. I think I'm going to pour it into the mug, and I was like, "Oh wow,
Just
we're
gonna
not."
pour it on top of your coffee.
There's no class in this establishment. Like,
I'll leave it. There you go, Rachel.
thank you so much.
That's a weird glass. Now somebody tried to drink out of that before,
It's
and
disturbing, but it's okay.
they spilled it all down the front because it's scalloped. So sorry to make life
Yeah.
difficult for you. There we are. Cheers, girls.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.
So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you like a zero alcohol drink.
I do. I like a zero beer and a zero wine. I like.
Me
I'm a fan.
too. I mean, I still drink. I don't completely
Yeah,
not
same.
drink anymore, but I do drink
know.
more.
I think we all know.
How would you break your bones?
How would you do anything else at a wedding? You
I
know?
am. It actually doesn't matter if I'm drinking non-alcoholic or alcoholic. I'm still an absolute
That's
disaster.
true. There's still going to be at least a
Yes,
fracture.
because we were drinking this
Yeah.
a couple of episodes ago, and I smashed the glass I was drinking out of. It's nothing to do with what's in the glass. It's the person holding it.
Yeah, I don't need. I need alcohol to make myself.
No,
Doing
no,
myself
I can do it
unlikable,
myself.
it's okay.
I can definitely do it myself.
Yeah.
Has anything embarrassing happened since we last spoke?
No, I'm a really elegant, poised, and
lady.
together lady.
I am
And
getting
it's just been
to
success after success for
the
me.
stage where I was talking about this before we started today about all the embarrassing stories I haven't told yet. And Fraser's like, oh my God.
You shouldn't have spares
Still got embarrassing stories. I'm like, yeah.
And then
At
still
a
going.
certain point, I was thinking about this the other day. At a certain point, like ethically, I feel weird about coming on this because I'm like, is there a safeguarding issue? At what point should someone step in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have leftover stories at this point.
Are you okay? This is episode, I think this is maybe 40, 39. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry, so you haven't embarrassed yourself in the last few months. That's good to
Yeah.
know.
Well, I had like a mildly embarrassing thing.
Yes.
You probably saw it. It was on my close friend's Instagram. A very exclusive club. But my boss asked me a question on Teams the other day, and the answer was like less than 3. Like, that was the response.
Yeah.
But I was like doing it quickly, so I just went like, less than 3, sent it a heart.
Oh, it came up as a heart.
A big heart on Teams. Like, I was like, you just see it and you're like, oh my God. Like, it's like, he read it immediately. Like,
It
does
doesn't
it
even
just-
send as well. It's not as if you like get chance to...
Was it in a meeting with other people as well, or was
No,
it
it was
just on Teams? Oh, that's
Teams,
not.
yeah, and I was like, well, that's
that's weirder.
That's horrifying.
Yeah,
isn't
that
it?
is awful.
Like,
when
he
it's
asked me a
one-to-one.
question, and I just went, heart.
Love you.
You went,
Like,
I'm so cute.
yeah, I know. That was embarrassing.
When
So-
I was when I broke my wrist a couple of years ago and had to go back to work, I was typing with one hand, and somebody said,
Sorry.
"What did you say?"
Oh, I.
yeah. I was
Heart
working
emojis
hard,
in the
yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got really dizzy. and somebody said to me,
zero
"You can
wine.
just use for emails. You can use the dictation.
Use a dick.
You can use the dick.
I mean,
You only need one hand.
You probably could. One hand, yeah.
hand free. You might as well. You can use the dictation, so you don't have to type at all. You can just speak it." And I was like, "Okay, great." So
Not with our
my
accents.
boss, no,
Does
my
not go
boss
together.
had said, "Welcome back to work. Let us know if there's anything you need." And I said, "Will do. Many thanks." And it changed many thanks for some reason to "You're lying."
That's not even
random,
remotely close.
But it was so random that I said to her, "Thanks very much. You're lying, Teresa."
You're lying.
I was like, I don't know what's wrong with my accent, but that's how many thanks
Yeah.
came out. It's like, "You're lying. You lie."
I did laugh as well to the reel you posted the other day about extending your sick line. That was
That was a long time ago, but
so
yeah,
funny.
that's because I still don't really know how to use. I die whenever you're with other people in the car
it's
and
so
your phone
embarrassing.
comes
Yes,
through
it's so embarrassing.
the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I think I don't know why.
Doesn't happen to me on the bus.
Yeah.
Right.
As we know.
These first world problems. You know, you have Bluetooth
It's
on
so
your
embarrassing when your phone
SUV.
connects to your very modern car, you know.
But I'm impressed by people who just answer their phones while they're driving with other people in the car.
You're impressed?
And
It's
don't,
illegal.
They're so confident that someone's not going to open the call with
Yeah.
and don't say anything. They
Yeah.
just go hello. Whereas I answer and I'm like, "Hello, Teresa's here," and there's 3 people. There's 3 witnesses
literally.
before you
Yeah.
speak.
Immediately just go, "Hi, I'm in the car with such and such." Just like, it's
Yeah,
like
just so
you're-
you know,
it's
just so
like-
you know.
It's like you're live in Big Brother, please do not swear. Kind of thing. That's the vibes, because like God knows what someone will come out with on
Please
the
don't
phone.
choose today to
Yeah,
shout
please
a
don't.
racial slur for the first time.
For the first time ever.
I say you love
Like,
it.
keep your Tourette's to yourself today.
Yeah, no,
other slurs.
phoning for a sick line was when I tried to hang up and then hit play, and it was Beyonce's Crazy in Love.
It's such an aggressive start to the song as well. There's not even a build up. Like it was just like
It was,
she sounds really sick.
like it was my walk off music
Yeah.
to the call.
Mic drop.
Oh, it was great.
See, I don't have the Bluetooth because I don't drive.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
We
Sorry,
know.
I care about the earth.
we know.
Oh, I really don't at this point.
I don't drive, so the worst worst case scenario for me is like that just my music plays or whatever podcast plays on the bus.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not the most extreme version, but the other day I accidentally didn't have my headphones connected and absolutely blasted Nora Jones on the bus.
Oh no.
I've been getting back in. I've been getting a bit back into. I say back into. I wasn't into it then because I was too cool back then. My sister has recently learned to drive, and she's like having a constant panic attack. We're in our
So you need
30s.
soothing music?
So she just plays Nora Jones the whole time while she's driving. That's her calm music. And I
She's
was
so
like,
relaxed. She's asleep. Like that music is just.
what did you say?
That is a
But yeah, blasted on the bus.
seriously.
Can I just go back a second, by the way, to your you said that you posted the heart emoji thing on your Instagram close friends story. And I would argue that's the most embarrassing part of that story because I didn't find out until I tried to do it recently. Close friends.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't go
On
on your friends
Instagram.
and take people out of it. You
have to choose them.
one by one.
Yes.
So every
It's
time
a
I see
manual process.
every
Yeah.
time I see something, because I went to do it and
Yeah.
I added one person. I went, I'm not doing this. So I have a close friends now, and it's just Luke.
And that's it.
But
It's just like get
so
milk.
if I ever
That's
post
all it
another,
says.
you know it's dirty. But
Yeah.
every time I see someone's posted like does close friends now, I really judge them because I'm
Someone
like,
picked me.
You spent time doing
you
this?
spent a long time
choosing.
Sorry for
It's
posting
very
to my
MySpace.
friends personal things that I don't want.
No,
to
it's
choose
choosing
to
the
do it
list
once.
that you put the time into
Yeah.
that. 'Cause it's very MySpace choosing your six.
It's
friends,
very
kinda,
Bebo.
you know?
It is very like, you know, your top friends kind of
Yes.
thing, you know. Like
Bebo.
Bebo, yeah. I'm old enough.
Are you old enough to have been on Bebo?
Yes, yep.
I actually don't know what age
It was
you
my
are.
first like
We were all old enough to get groomed, you know.
very, very true.
4-year-olds on
Very
Bebo.
true.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Bebo
Oh,
was
were
Bebo,
there?
like
Oh, really? Were there really young kids on Bebo?
why
I don't know what you've heard, Teresa.
Do you know what
but I
that
wasn't
face was?
talking
Oh,
about it.
you're trying to be casual. Like, oh, were there young kids?
Were there?
Oh, what's the
Were they-
address?
were they-
Crazy.
That's awful.
No.
Are they,
Is it
still
still
there?
Like,
Are they
No,
still there?
no, Bebo's
they're not
gone.
for.
Because I was not a young child when I was on Bebo. That's what I mean. I was like a working.
Yeah. You were in an office.
You're a working woman.
You were in an
Oh my
office
God.
setting your background music on your Bebo
Yeah.
profile.
I was a working professional.
I loved Bebo. Oh my god! Like that was the first, like, you know, social media just doing a line
Yes.
of Bebo. It was addicting.
I
Like, it
don't
was
think I
crazy.
remember it that well, but I was living abroad at the time, so that's what I had. Was it only for kids? Was I like this weird old lady?
Only for kids. But
No, I don't know.
It's for child
Like-
social media. And I'm like,
Yeah.
one-to-ones with your bosses. Am I right, kids?
Yes, am I right? Forms
Posting, like,
reviews, am I right, kids?
posting that you're on
Smear
LinkedIn
tests,
and you're on
am I
Habbo
right,
Hotel, like on Habbo Hotel.
Yeah.
Like, here's what I've learned about B2B marketing.
B2B marketing.
I don't get
Yeah,
that. I don't
wait,
know what that
Penguin
means.
one?
I was going to say Club Penguin.
Club Penguin.
Yeah, Club Penguin. Do you remember Club Penguin? No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Club Penguin
I
was
have
another
that.
really good one. Like
On
at the start.
Bebo?
No,
No, it was a different
platform,
thing?
Different
Oh, Jesus
platform.
Christ.
See, we didn't have
Where you
internet
had,
in my
like-
house until embarrassingly old.
Yeah, I think we
so
were the same. Like it wasn't. I think we were maybe about
I just
like
used it at school.
7 or 8 or something. When we got
When you got the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You know
No, we
the
have
big,
very
the big
different-
deep computer.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big, like, you know, the deep one. The
Yes,
screen.
yes.
Fat boy.
Fat boy.
Very different upbringings. I didn't get
Yeah.
internet till I went to uni. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's not different
Back in my
upbringing.
day.
Back in my day,
It's a different upbringing. It's just a
we didn't
different
even
time
have
period.
shoes.
All we had
Very
were
different.
encyclopedias on CD-ROMs.
You're just gonna
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
CD-ROMs.
leather bound
DVD.
Dusty books that me and
Yeah, it's good.
and my butler would have to go and read
Yeah.
together.
They I loved, you know, you always tested the boundaries of Club Penguin, and you just say fuck, and you got immediately banned.
On
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, on Club Penguin, because you could
hell
talk.
is Club
Because you could
Penguin?
talk to people like on Club Penguin.
Was it
Right, and that must have
Nickelodeon or
been for
Disney Channel?
kids.
Was it Disney Channel ran it? Like it was like
Yeah.
That's not the wine, by the way. That's
I know.
the
I
fizz.
decided to go
Oh, you
crazy
swapped?
and try a bit
Oh,
first.
okay.
Going for the fizzy, you know.
All right.
To Club Penguin.
To Club
Club
Penguin. Bring back
Penguin.
Club Penguin.
God rest
Oh.
those penguins.
Yes. Sorry, have you seen the video of the But Why penguin on Instagram?
No.
Oh, come on. You know the one, the penguin like goes away from the herd to die. Have you seen this?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, like I was just like, okay, well, the agenda is just to cry today. Like that's.
Oh
that's all
my
we're doing.
God.
He like I don't know. I think he just like he starts walking into the mountains to die.
Comes off.
Crazy.
Because
And
he
it was
doesn't
really
want to
dramatic
upset
music.
the rest of them.
Because they would like take themselves off to die. I think, and it wouldn't matter if they kept bringing him back. He would just
He would just keep going.
to the mountains. Yeah,
Well, because wasn't it originally
just
being tried as,
traumatizing.
Please
like,
take
a
notes,
just another
elderly parents.
traumatizing day on the internet. Honestly, like
I think I would do that. I think I would
take
do
yourself
that.
to the mountains to die.
Yeah.
yourself off?
Yeah.
Well, this is taking a
I'd be
very
the
nice
I'd be
turn,
the
hasn't
old
it?
couple at the end of in Midsummer.
How would
just
you?
like
How
climbing
would
up the
you?
mountain.
How would you like to die?
You would take yourself off to the mountains,
Yeah.
break your foot, and
Yeah.
need someone to come help you,
Yeah.
and like
Get to where I was going to die.
and like say
Yeah.
something inappropriate to the paramedic.
Yeah. You give, you know,
Not
100.
have shaved my legs or
Yeah.
anything. No.
You know,
Embarrassing.
127 hours. The movie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it
I feel
because
like
I can't.
you would cut your arm off, then somehow cut the other one off.
Do the wrong one.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I feel like you would like get confused and then do both, and then be like, I can't climb out.
Cut her arm
You
off,
know,
going,
no.
Rachel, I'm not going to get to dinner.
Is it not 7? And you're bleeding out.
Just one stuck arm and one taken off.
Yeah, like
Got it wrong. So on social media, Rachel.
what a seamless segue, by the way.
So on
So
social
and then a
media,
massive gap, and then
Rachel, why are you banned from Tinder?
yes. It's actually not a very exciting story. But basically, like I love being like, oh, I'm banned. Everyone thinks I got to like a fight or someone, or like, you know, was just harassing men, which I was, but like, you know, I wasn't, you know, just
They ask for it.
just the regular amount. Yeah, you know, why do they look like that? You know, but they no. So basically, I had I'm not a fan of Tinder in general, not anymore anyway. And I like deleted the app and then reinstalled it maybe like a year later. So like I got my account back and stuff. I had no photos up, I had no information up, so I was like piling everything in, just all the like all the photos. And then I think because there'd been a gap since I'd been on it for just like a long break from it, they were like, hey, could you verify
that you
your
are
identity?
Who you say
So they were like, put your face in the hole, please.
And
I was like,
then we'll get back to Tinder.
and then you can get your face in very droll, Teresa. So it's pretty good.
You think this is a joke?
That was actually pretty good. And then I got back to Tinder.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, cool. Now, when I put my face in the hole,
hole? Oh, on the screen.
Oh my
God. Sorry. Just pretend that you're talking to your elderly aunt. Carry on.
Back in my day,
Yeah.
we put our faces in the hole, and so I literally put it in. Now, I was very hungover at this point, so I didn't have any makeup on. I was, I think things weren't looking, as polished as
as you would have liked.
Yes, but I put the face in the hole anyway, and they were like, yeah, cool, we'll just verify that and get back to you. The next day, they were like, it just came back automatically. I was logged out and I said, you're banned from Tinder.
Because of your face?
Because I think
someone else's face.
I think they thought that I looked so different from my ID that they banned me for life.
Oh my
For being
God.
a catfish. By the way, I appealed it and everything. I was like, what the fuck? Let me back in. And they fully were like, there's not really an appeals process, like in general.
Yeah.
To get back in. I was like, well, fuck y'all then.
Oh my God.
Straight to Hinge.
It is very hurt because my phone does
Yeah.
that sometimes where it does. When your phone doesn't recognize you
Yeah.
because you've got because you look bad.
Yeah.
basically.
You
my-
look as bad. Yeah.
My passport is nearly due for renewal now, so it's 10 years. The
It's
photo
great
was.
podcast content. My passport needs renewed.
You stay in the
Has that ever
taxis.
happened to you? You paid your bills on time.
Yeah.
No, the reason I'm telling
yes.
you is the photo I have on my passport I love, and I'm devastated to have to change it
Wow,
because
that's unusual.
I actually liked how I looked in that photo, but it's 10 years old and no one.
Yeah.
So it's so different. I've got short black hair with a
Yeah.
fringe. Like I look totally different, and nobody really comments on it until the most recent time we were away. When we were checking in to come back from like the Canary Islands, the woman at check-in was just like, and she like looked at me, looked at the passport, looked at me, and then she just went, so different.
Oh no.
So very different now. And
So
I went,
very
yes,
different now.
it comes
Very
to
bit
us
better.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my last passport photo, my last red passport also because I have the gross Brexit one now. There's like
okay.
Well,
bluey,
that was
black,
your
whatever.
decision, wasn't it? To be British, do you know what I mean? You get the pretty
I'm trying
Irish
to marry
one.
into it. I'm trying to marry into an Irish
Trying.
passport. I had my last passport photo was fit. Like
So
I
was
looked,
mine,
I
actually,
looked better
yeah,
than
that
I've
one.
ever looked, like in any picture, and I loved it so much. And I got my new one, and it was one of those ones where you go on a trip and you don't realize in time, and you're like, I'm gonna have to get like fast track passport or whatever.
Yeah.
I had to go to Tesco at like 9 p.m.
Can't get one
to get the photo, and I had wet
Buy a photo
hair.
of someone else.
I had wet hair that I like scraped up.
Oh,
And then
God.
instead of letting me use the booth, the person at the like whatever it's called, Max something, whatever, Max Spielman or whatever,
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I'll take your picture," and I was like,
One
"Oh,
out in the
that's
car
all right."
park.
Yeah.
I was just stood in Tesco
Yeah.
at like 9 at night where it's empty,
Oh,
and they took a picture of
Jesus.
me, and like because my hair is wet and scraped up, it looks like I have cornrows.
Oh no.
So for
Not
the next,
cultural appropriation in Tesco.
but like no makeup,
Yeah.
like no glasses. I always think I look weird without glasses.
Yeah.
Going with cornrows and like
Speaking with a Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
like every time I go through, and I can see him looking at my passport going, there's no stamps that make this make sense. Like,
I got my did you get the 10-year one?
Yeah.
10-year passport. So I got mine done this year, and I had to go get like the new photo taken. I went into, you get getting done in the pharmacies and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went into one in Dublin, and I was like, oh, I just want to get like passport photos taken. And they were like, okay, sure. I thought they were going to take me to like a booth somewhere or like, around the back. They just brought me to the middle of the shop floor. The place is packed. And then a screen just starts coming down
right, okay.
from the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of the shop.
Oh my God.
And they say, "Yep, just stand front." I'm
Just
surrounded
relax.
by people, and they're like, you can see it in my face. I am mortified.
Why is that ever
Mortified in
the
the photos.
situation?
Just a
That's
screen
never
behind
going to
your
be the
eyes.
best
Like-
photo ever.
Yeah, it's
It's
it
like-
was heartbreaking. Is we all have headshots too. I'm like,
I
can I use this
know.
one? But I mean, I'm
I look
going,
even
Yeah.
less like my
Border
my
control are
headshots.
like, nah.
My headshots aren't that old. They're maybe about 4 years old now, and I am a bit like I keep referencing it on stage like that was 2 stone ago. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry about that.
I do need
Yeah.
new ones.
It's very jarring seeing when you get a 10-year passport, the difference between the photos. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I looked like a baby in my last one. Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
18 and I'm 28. That's how time works. And these photos are so vastly different.
Yes.
I was like, oh wow, like,
Well, 18, you are still
when did
still
it-
growing.
when did it- when did
a
I
young
get to, like,
lady,
I don't know.
Mine looks crazy because I changed race since my last one. It's been a weird 10 years. I joined a drum circle and got a white
you were
person
like
to dress
Little
currently.
Britain for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of their characters.
I know. I just look at them both and be like, wow, like when did I get fat and old? I was like,
Oh, stop that.
I was like, why did no one tell me?
Look,
You know?
it's not. Look,
Like,
you've had two bad
look at
experiences.
Welcome.
You've had your passport photo and
Only
you've had
two.
that Tinder hole experience,
Put your
which
face
is
in the hole,
which
yeah.
is really awful.
Yeah.
But
It's really,
It
it was really awful.
really
It's
awful.
do you know? I think it's a blessing in disguise, to be honest, to not be allowed on Tinder.
yes.
You know?
Did you ever?
As if you were like, yeah, 100%. You've never been on Tinder in your life,
How do you know?
have you?
No.
No,
When
yeah.
was it invented? Probably just after I was getting married. Actually, it hasn't been around that long.
was, what, like 2014 maybe?
Yeah.
It's pretty old, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I was
It was one
already
of
in
the first
a-
ones, wasn't it?
In a
Online
relationship.
dating?
I missed the whole online dating phase, so I'm eternally grateful.
I miss being single. Just put that out there. Like, it was weird. I really miss
Not
it.
I miss it.
You
I
literally,
missed
you
it.
just said.
I miss it.
I do miss, like, you do miss little things about being single though. You know, banging
Like-
strangers.
This could be your life, guys.
Banging strangers.
Banging strangers.
Banging strangers.
Well, that is. Oh,
Can
I love
I-
banging
oh, no, I'm
strangers.
not.
What did I?
How old are you?
28, Teresa. You
How
never
are
listened to
you?
me.
She's so
Oh,
You are so young.
how old are you?
I'm like nearly 20 years older than you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you don't seem it.
I know.
You're wildly immature.
I am wildly immature. You're quite right.
See me, you're a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Newsflash. Things don't
Yeah.
get. You don't
It
just
doesn't get
grow
better.
up and
It doesn't
become
get better,
adult.
kids.
Like no.
Yeah.
No.
How
Not at all.
old are you?
35.
35.
I know. See, isn't this weird? We
God.
don't know each other. You don't have my phone number.
No one turns up in time for my dinners. No one listens to me. Like,
Both of you
There you
started talking about driving before this and assumed that I drove, and I'm like,
Do you
have
say-
you ever
we
seen
don't
me in
know
a
each-
car?
yeah.
Do you flex? Do you flex?
I thought that was a genuine question. I was like, yeah.
flex?
So, do you say your sister started to drive?
Yeah.
She got her license.
Yeah.
Then what's
She's driving
what's
now.
your excuse?
Don't want to.
You
just don't want to.
At this point,
Just don't want
there's
to.
lots of reasons I don't want to drive, and I also just think
Anti-car.
one less car on the road is not a bad thing.
No.
But at this point, it's like a stubbornness thing where I feel
Why
like
should I?
the
Committed to the
world
bit
is
now, you
bullying
know.
me into driving, and I
yeah.
just don't want to. Some people should be allowed to not drive.
This is anti-car
agree.
propaganda. I don't agree with it. I remember.
But you
see-
won't go out with a guy who doesn't drive. We've learned.
Oh yeah. So where's
or
your
who
expand there?
is not like, the test is booked, basically. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you know
So
what I mean?
you need to see paper
I need to
evidence
see
of a
actionable
test
steps.
booked,
Yes,
right?
because
I-
I've had like guys be like, oh, like I'm like, do you drive? No, I'm great. And then I'm like, they're like, oh, I'm going to do it this year, and I'm like, so what steps have you put in place to do that? I go like performance review on them,
It is.
and I'm like, so have you got your test booked? Have you got your theory done? Have you have you bought the book? Have you bought the highway code? Is there anything done? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, so it's just a dream then. Yeah.
So I don't want no
I've had-
dreamers around me.
I've had this conversation. Okay, so it's just a nice idea. It's
It's
actually
like when
not-
people put in their
it's a
bio,
nice
want to go to Japan one
Yeah.
day.
It's like it's a nice idea, not a goal. Is what you're trying to say to me.
Yeah.
I go in on them. I'm like, fuck off.
Jesus.
Like,
You can
drive the fucking car. Do you know
can
what I
cut
mean?
this if you need to.
Yes.
But there's someone that I don't know if you know that I know them. There's someone that we
Is it really?
we sort of mutual friends, but like, distantly. There's a
Okay.
few steps removed. And I heard from someone that you were messaging them, and I was like, oh, that's
Are you talking
interesting.
to me?
Are you talking
No,
to
no,
me?
no, you.
I'm serious.
Sorry.
You have no idea who this
Because you were
story
looking
was.
at me
Like,
while you were saying the story, and I was like, what?
No,
is
I'd
it bad?
heard.
Don't lie me on it.
No. I'd heard that you'd sent them a couple of flirty messages, and we were going, gosh, where's that come
Don't
from?
say.
We're going, gosh, where's that come from? And I went, they just passed their driving test.
Oh,
It's like a green flag to
yes.
Rachel. She's like,
don't
oh.
think it's
It
someone-
is. It is. It's a
Gee,
it's a
you
red
should just
flag. Just so
hang-
you know,
we would
red
listen,
flag
I
to a
would
bull.
know.
I'm like, oh,
You should hang around the test centre just to see who's people who
Teresa,
are
they're
just coming out.
17.
Trolling around the test centre going, are you on Club Penguin?
Yeah.
Let me see some documentation that you've
Yeah.
passed your test.
Show me a
Yes.
passport, you know.
Oh.
Good. Yeah. No, I just feel very strongly about driving. I've been driving for 10 years though. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's,
See, I was the same. I was
yeah.
dying to get my driver's
I could
test.
I was
Yeah.
as soon as I went to the post office on my birthday
Yeah.
to get my provisional. Like that's how much I wanted to.
And I
So-
do like driving. I don't really like being a passenger in a car.
love
I'd
driving
rather
as
be
well.
driving.
Driving's very therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
You just talk to yourself. You can sing to yourself. It's great.
Although
You know you can do all those things as a passenger. You just
can't-
need a patient
you can do all
driver.
these things to the bus,
I need a
actually.
padded cell somewhere because the closest thing I have to a padded cell is my car.
Teresa just screams
just
non-stop
screaming
the
into
entire
car,
time.
yeah.
If you see, and like,
Smacking
if
her
you
head on
see
the
me
window.
from outside the car, you're like, oh, she's singing. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm just like,
Going,
I'm just having arguments like with myself in the car. You're like practicing like arguments and stuff.
Yeah.
You like to have.
do you know what the worst is? So when I'm driving, if I'm driving long distance, I'll start phoning people. I never phone people.
on the Bluetooth? How embarrassing.
And-
Even on your own. Even if you're like.
I would never phone someone to have a conversation, but I
Yeah.
will if I'm in a car, and it must drive the other people mad because it annoys me
Yeah.
if someone calls me
because
for
you're
a
going,
big long chat.
just like, oh, fuck. What?
I'm just like, I'm not here
driving.
to facilitate your long journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what speaking of not driving, I was waiting for the bus a couple of weeks ago, and this guy, Joe, who works at my work, and if he happens to be passing when I'm at the bus stop, he'll pull over and give me a lift.
Oh.
And it was one of the days where I was like, oh, I think I might have missed the lift. I missed the bus now, whatever. And I was like, God, I hope Joe comes. And sure enough, there's his car, pulls up, and I went to get in. Not him.
Oh,
Just a woman and her child on the way to school.
Oh.
And I didn't
was she
even,
reaching for her child?
I didn't look up at all. I just opened the car,
Oh
opened the
my
car door
God.
and went, sorry. Just, they didn't look that frightened, which makes me like,
Yeah.
do I look that like
Yeah.
cuddly and benign that like I could carjack someone and they're like, oh, you okay?
Maybe it's just
like next time I'm
happening.
gonna, you know.
I will never. I remember seeing when I was a teen. You know, when you're a teenager and everything's embarrassing. Like your parents are like coughing in public. You're like,
Existing,
oh my
yeah.
God. We were sitting. My dad had both my mum and dad were in the car, and we had like a big Volvo estate. Like it was a big,
Listen, not to brag.
very
Good
yeah,
Lord.
but it was a big
How
bright
the other
red,
half live.
very sort of big family car. Anyway, my dad stopped at a shop and said to my mum, would you go in and get me some papers? And she went, right, fine. And as we were sat just waiting for her to come out, another red Volvo estate.
Oh.
Like it is like,
That's rare
it's like I
as well.
lived in Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
Another red Volvo estate pulled up closer to the shop.
Yeah.
And we all sat, and nobody said anything because my dad was like, this is going to be funny. And she came out of the shop with all these papers and just got into that car. And we could see
Fully
her
in?
Fully in.
You like just let her go.
But she hadn't even looked at the guy because the guy was like pressed up against the window of his
Yeah,
car.
like-
And she was busy going, I got you the Irish news, I couldn't get you. And she was going through the papers
Had to go
and just
through
like
it,
going
yeah.
through them. And he was just like looking at her silently. And when she saw him, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And got out. And
Yeah.
we were all like, brilliant.
Marvelous.
That's
Yeah.
what that reminded me of.
I did this a few weeks ago. This is embarrassing, but like only to me. It's like in a Lidl car park. Is it Lidl or Aldi? Aldi, in Dublin. And because not to brag, my car is like keyless entry, so like I don't ever.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't
come on now.
I haven't laid hands on my keys in a long time. They're just in my bag somewhere. So like if the car opens, it's somewhere in the bag. It just senses when it's near and just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
opens. But
Oh, I don't think I'd like that. Here, I'm
you're
topping
like,
you up.
I don't like that at all. But I went like you're just like in your own world. I went back to the car park, all my shopping, and then like went to open. So you just open the handle, it opens automatically if it's close enough, and it wouldn't open. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? So like it was like maybe like the signal's blocked or something from the bag, and I was like like battling with this handle, being like, come on. There was trying other doors and stuff, and I was like, why the fuck isn't this working? So I was like, right, I'll go manual. Took the key, found the key somewhere in the bag, and was like pressing it, and it still wasn't doing anything. And then I just saw my car. The lights on my car flashing in the car behind it.
Was it as you smashed the window in his car?
I was beep, beep, and these lights, like, dee, dee, and I was like, oh my God. I have just been going like this
Oh no.
to someone else's car. Like it was the exact
They're
the
probably
exact
standing
same car.
watching you with their
Yeah,
trolley,
across
just
the
like,
car
Yeah,
park
it's like,
going,
just
wanna
just
go
leave
near
her. Yeah, and I
Going,
was
"Do
like,
you know what? You don't know what's going on in someone's life.
and I was so you're just like, oh my God, you feel like hot shame.
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
shame.
Oh,
I
yes,
was like, oh my
yes.
God, like that's so embarrassing. So
Did you have a flat tire recently?
God, I love this car talk. I love car content.
Flat tire.
I don't have a car.
We've established that Sarah cannot drive.
I've seen a flat
A
tire.
good listener. Well, we know you're a good listener, Teresa. It was 6:30, not 7:00 at Cabaret at the Mill. Here we are. Do you know?
Who had a flat tire? Were you in a car that had a flat tire?
I had a flat tire. It's a great story.
It is.
We were driving.
It's a quick story.
He was driving, and then the tire was flat.
That's a good story. I like that. That's pretty good.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, because you put it up on your like normal stories. Do you don't do close friends because it's embarrassing apparently to have close friends.
Extremely
In life
embarrassing.
as well. She doesn't do close friends.
Yeah, no close friends. Do you know, I have people in my close friends I've met once, but they pass the vibe check. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
okay.
if you've got like gossip and stuff, which I always do in my close friends, I'm like, guys, life update. Like I'll have like like friends, like friends of friends I met once, and I'm like, yeah, but she's really sound. Like she gets it. So yeah, I like close friends.
Was that the story that you got a flat tire?
There's no story,
I
Teresa.
thought there was a story.
I literally before this, we were talking about flat tire, and I went, "Don't bring that up, though. There's no story."
We were like, no, you will bring it up. You will talk about it because you put up the photo on Instagram, and it looked like someone had like slashed.
It looked
the whole way around. I thought it had been stabbed
it
the
was
whole way across.
flat. It was like a cartoon drawing with like wiggles at the bottom.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a cartoon. It was like Looney Tunes flat tire. Yeah.
Let's play a game.
I love
You're
how
acting like this is not serious.
This is what I'm like.
Let's play
There
a
is
game.
no alcohol.
Truth or
Teresa
dare.
on zero alcohol. She's like, I'm not telling you that story. I'll tell you. And then
Yeah,
let's play a game.
Maybe it's more the flavour of wine that makes me act this way.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
really nice, by the way.
Pavlov.
It is nice,
This
isn't
is the
it? Oh,
sparkling
you're
one.
on the Fritzy.
This is lovely.
And this is good as well.
call
This
me
is you like a zero wine. You should try that one as well.
So I will.
do what I tell you.
I know, Jesus.
We're
I
going to
do.
play a game,
Do
okay?
you know why I like zero wine?
Why?
Because I drive.
Well,
Yes.
I get to drink wine. I sleep in a big bed with my wife.
She can't stop talking about her fucking car. Yes, we get it. Your keyless entry car.
I know.
I like zero wine because I was just drinking too much alcohol. Genuinely.
That's fair, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Isn't it? I did dry January, not to brag.
Yes.
And I couldn't actually get over how much better I felt not drinking, and I was like, that's very annoying.
It
is.
really annoying.
But you
It
know
is
what
very
I
I
joined
find?
a gym for the first time since I was a
Yeah.
teenager, about 6 months ago.
You don't want to
It is
admit it to
annoying.
yourself. I don't understand. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it doesn't.
You feel mentally better.
I
you sleep
didn't feel
better.
mentally better straight away. So I was like, this is a lie. I can't
Yeah.
sleep. But I guess
This is a lie.
I think that was just withdrawal.
Yeah.
He was sweating, going, "This is
Yeah.
horrible."
Like,
Shaking at night,
Yeah.
going, I'm not sleeping.
It's not fair, yeah.
And then it does
Yeah.
take a wee bit of time to.
The sleeping is insane whenever you're not drinking. It's like it's very deep, velvety sleep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever you've had
But
like
that is now something I
know.
weigh up. If I am going, if there's like a special occasion or whatever, and I'm going to have alcohol at
Wednesday.
it, I just, like a Tuesday
It's
morning,
Wednesday, yeah.
I do have to weigh up. I'm like, am I willing to sacrifice my night's sleep? Because I
Yeah.
have to accept that's part
Can
of it.
we-
I'm
can-
not going
can
to
we
sleep
talk?
well.
We've gone into like renewing your passport territory again. I
Yeah.
feel like
Can we talk?
a lovely
Teresa,
sleep.
can we talk about the hangover that you had after the comedian's Christmas do?
Oh my God.
So
Right.
for context, I was driving, so I was on zeros the whole night.
we get it. You can.
I
drive.
know, not to brag. So I
in every
had
story.
to go back to fucking Dublin, so I was like,
I
right, we're
actually
slowing
don't
down.
think I
So-
knew that you weren't drinking that.
I know, no,
I didn't
know.
know
I was
much.
very,
I
I was
think
very,
anyone was.
I was very sneaky, you know. But yeah, like I
no.
I remember
Right.
talking to you and being like, oh my God, like
She's not okay.
she's going, she could die tomorrow with this hangover. Like I was listening to you and being like, oh, there's suffering ahead. Like
Yeah.
really bad suffering.
No, it wasn't good.
It's like-
It was not
yeah,
good.
like, oh,
It was
wow.
the type of hangover that didn't hit me until maybe about 4 o'clock because I was drunk for the majority of the day.
Did we talk about the? It's so relevant, by the way. I've talked about Christmas.
Christmas?
Well,
today, yeah.
it's a Christmas night out.
Having a Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you were. By the way, you were very fun.
Okay.
But there's no. Don't be scared. But I do remember you were like. Have we talked about this when you were like?
No.
You came up to me and you were like, "Hey, do you fancy? Hey, here, do you fancy? I'll talk to them." And I was like, "Nobody." Nobody.
Please-
Yeah,
please
you
sit down.
you were like, I'll put a word. I'll do it. Let Auntie Teresa sort it out.
I
And
love
I was
the
like,
idea knowing
normal.
you.
Yeah.
As if there's anyone who doesn't need help approaching people.
No.
You know,
What I
yeah,
really
that's
meant
fair.
was I was going to go around asking to see people's driver's licenses.
Yeah.
Just being like, this will do.
Yeah, that'll do. Everyone show
2
their driving
points?
licenses.
Oh, no.
Just do
no.
yes and no pile. You
It
know?
was one of those
So-
things, and I haven't had a night like that in a very long time. Because genuinely, last year I didn't drink very much, and then
Yeah.
decided to make up for it in one night. And
Yeah.
the
I think
fear,
that's- yeah,
you know,
that's
the
a good thing
fear
then.
that sits with you the next day when you're just
yeah.
like, there were so many people in that room.
Oh yeah, everyone hates me. Yeah.
I don't know what
I've
I
ruined
was
my life.
saying to
Yeah.
who.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's probably healthier though to not drink at all and then do one binge. Instead of
yeah.
no, but like instead of drinking constantly,
Constantly?
little bits all the time. I think it is better. I'm not a doctor, but
No,
like,
I mean,
no.
do not take medical
Yeah,
advice. from
exactly.
this
But I
podcast.
do feel like if you take a month off drink and then have a big blowout and then sicken yourself of it again, then go off for another month. I think that's probably
It
better.
hits you real hard though
It's
if
up
you're not
to-
been on it for
I
a
know.
while.
You know, sometimes you have to remind yourself, oh, I don't want to do that actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't mind. So I quite
You have
like
to touch
now.
the stove every now and again. You know?
I like being able
So.
to just decide now and be like, I'm going to be drinking that night, and I've accepted the consequences
treat.
already, and I'm just going to go for
accepted
it.
that I'm going to be suffering.
Yeah, I leave written instructions and things at home for
Yeah.
for Fraser about where I'm going.
Well, like
an
like
apology
tag.
in advance.
like funeral arrangements. You're like, please
I will.
put me in my red dress. You know, like keep it up.
Okay, here's our game.
Game.
Oh yeah.
So this
If I have to
game,
guess something, I swear to God.
this game, which notoriously Rachel is really good at.
Do you want a game to just be stating facts at each other?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do. When I listen back,
love a fun fact.
when I listen back to the one where you lost your mind,
Yeah,
it did.
yeah,
It was a bit stupid. I was like, a man walked into a room. What happened next?
Yeah, and I went, why? How the fuck would
Why
I?
would I know? Okay, so I'm going to give you two stories. This game is called "Was This Me or a Stranger?" Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Well, nice jingle.
You
That's
write songs and
embarrassing.
you record a jingle for
You're
that?
so talented.
Production value.
Do you know what my most recent song is? It doesn't sound fun at all, but it's about why there's no research done on women's health.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
There's a bias.
because we don't deserve it, Teresa. That's
No,
why.
it's very funny.
Yeah.
So
I'll take your word for it. do you ever think about how much money the auto glass replace? How much money
much?
that person made?
who? Auto Glasser.
Yes,
the person,
the person that wrote the jingle, Teresa.
No, I do think
I
about
mean, they
that.
can't be
like,
making money in
famous
royalties,
jingles,
but you would walk
like-
into any jingle job after that, wouldn't you?
Jingle.
Jingle
Like a
job.
reindeer.
I'll tell you the person who's laughing at the rest of us. The person who wrote, Danone.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, they,
3 notes.
That was
I'd say-
Nora Jones.
Nora Jones.
One of the most
circle.
famous jingles. I've hijacked this. Sorry, I'm trying to think of any.
Auto Glasser Bear.
I
I'm
should look it up.
loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
See,
That's kind of the one.
Good
I'll
money
come up
maker.
with a jingle for this.
Yeah,
for
you
this.
should,
Okay,
yeah.
and I'll put it in post.
Was it me? Or was it a stranger?
Stranger, thank you. Can I
too
read the goddamn story?
Yes.
Lovely to workshop that with you both.
yeah, it's good.
Right, here we go.
Trying to make a bow.
Scenario number 1. Okay, I'm one of these people. I was at a
Scenario.
Sorry.
I was at a friend's birthday party at school. No, hang on, I have to start that again. I was at a friend's birthday party at school and I ran up to a group of people and said, "Watch this!" I then ran and dove into a bouncy castle only for the Velcro lined entrance to grab my trousers and pull them down to my ankles.
Oh my God.
Now,
Wait a minute.
Nice.
Oh,
I'll
we
never
both-
forget the looks of horror on their faces while I laid there on my back with my legs in the air showing off my arse.
Nice.
okay.
Story number 1.
So
Okay.
my first thought is, you would do that. Would you be invited to a birthday party?
Yeah. She's actually on a list somewhere.
Yes, we-
like Teresa has to go around
It's my friends on Bebo.
We know what kind of kid
Yeah.
you were.
Teresa has to alert everyone she's moved into the neighborhood.
I was 32. The rest of them were 7. And I was like,
Yeah.
watch this,
Yeah.
kids.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
I can see
scenario
that,
1.
yeah.
Okay.
She was
Number
drunk.
2.
Were you drunk?
At the bouncy castle
Yeah.
party? It doesn't say. Just says I was at my friend's birthday party
So
at,
it didn't happen to you. Okay.
at school. Right, okay.
Playing Mind Trick.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could be.
Double bluff,
Okay, number
see.
2. I was walking my hyperactive puppy on a busy road during rush hour traffic. I stopped to pick up his poo at the side of the road and felt a gust of cold wind on my arse. I stood up and realised he had jumped up and ripped the ass out of my leggings and it was now exposed to the driver sitting in traffic. I had to walk all the way home with it hanging out.
See, I know this isn't you because you've told me you never pick up after your dog. Can you tell me that?
Yeah. All those
Don't believe in
signs.
it.
All those signs are about
It's good
Teresa.
for compost.
She throws it. She throws it in playgrounds.
Have you seen? I've seen the worst. I hate those ads. Like I don't know who they're for. They're trying to shit. You know the ones that are like
they're trying to shit.
They're trying to
They're
shit.
straining, you know.
there's one in our local park and it's a dog giving side eye like you're not going to pick that up. And I was like, if I don't pick up poo, that dog judging me isn't going to convince me to do it
Oh,
either.
I'm sorry. Animal that needs someone to pick up its shit. You're gonna
Yeah.
look
Why are
like
you giving me side eye?
the
goodness, yeah.
entitlement.
The worst one is there's one in another park and it's kids with chocolate in their hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
And they're like, that's not chocolate. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is more of a parenting fail than
than a problem for not picking up.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'd say I do pick up after my dog. I just want to say that for the record.
Let's go after
Sure,
parents
sure,
next.
sure.
Right. So which of those do you think was
I
me?
think your dog's mental, so I wouldn't be surprised if he.
Yep.
Don't misgender the dog. The dog did bite, but then why would he bite the arse out of your leggings? We don't like
Why would I?
Sausage on the. I don't know.
I just sat on a piece of bacon before I left.
yeah.
Just hanging out the back.
That could be BV.
I want to know more. So the Velcro on the door of the bouncy castle pulled the trousers down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm
attached.
thinking of the speed at which you would need to be jumping up for the
Yeah.
Velcro to
catch your
attach
trousers.
and pull.
Pull.
You would need to
And also,
be...
what material are the trousers that they would catch?
Yeah.
So this would have been... It's a childhood story. So
I think so.
speaking from historical
Mm.
memories,
References,
yes.
yeah.
I'm going to say velvet.
Velvet.
Birthday party when we were kids? Velvet.
Oh,
Always
velvet.
Yeah,
Yes.
Always
Yes.
velvet.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
I had a lime
excuse
green
me.
velvet birthday outfit. I was very pleased with.
Like,
Do you know
now
what
or
my
in the
most
past?
inappropriate birthday outfit was? My most
The most inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's when I was 10, and it was around the time that Kylie Minogue had released
I wasn't born.
I Should Be
probably.
So Shut up.
Sorry.
Had released I Should Be So Lucky. And in the video for I Should Be So Lucky,
Yeah.
she wore this dress that had it looked like a white swimsuit on top.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
backless.
Okay.
And it was held up by her breasts. And I was like, I'd like that dress.
Like that.
And I got a pink version of that. And my mother was like, you are not wearing
Little
that.
stripper outfit.
Yeah.
I was dressed like Vivian from Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
To my dad's birthday
Yeah.
party.
Like thigh highs.
It's like the boots.
And your little,
like-
My little
finger
hat.
cap.
Like
Yeah.
Patrick from SpongeBob, you know, the boots. Like, all the way up. Have you seen on like TikTok and Instagram that like strippers are called night ballerinas? Have you seen this?
Yeah.
No.
Because like, you know, they'll ban the word stripper and like you'll get like what do you call it?
Night ballerina, that's really nice.
Isn't that really beautiful?
Beautiful.
Just knows from
Night
the ebook.
ballerina.
I know.
Yeah.
My friends on
Night
Bebo.
ballerina. Yeah.
I'm just leaning towards the dog story being
Mm.
true because I just don't like dogs, and
you?
I just think they get away with too much, and
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
do.
want this to be just one time where we go, yeah, it was the dog that was bad.
I don't. You know, what I don't like dogs in bars.
No.
Actually, I agree with you there. I know what you mean.
I love dogs.
It's a little.
like,
Me too.
Love them. I grew up with them. I wouldn't be without a dog ever.
Yeah.
But I don't want them in
There's
the
something
bar.
quite jarring about a dog in a bar.
I don't like. They shouldn't be in the
They
bar.
don't need to be everywhere. You should be able to go.
They don't need
places
to be
wherever you
everywhere.
go.
I do agree
because
with
I'm
that.
such a people pleaser. I remember once this guy brought a dog into the bar, but it was like one of those like Irish wolfhounds. It was like a small horse,
Cool. Yeah.
and it was a cool dog, but it was kind of like dribbling, and it didn't look all that healthy.
Oh.
But he brought this dog in, and he was a bit of a character, shall we say? And he came over and stood in it.
The dog.
Shall we
was?
say?
The guy with the dog.
The guy with the dog.
And he and the dog were both a bit sort of in everybody's space. And
Yeah.
I felt like I had to be like a like the big girl and just went over. Nobody made me.
Just punched.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kicked for no reason.
I started to pat the dog, but I was genuinely terrified because I was like, this dog might just.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of dogs, but that dog, I was like, and in my head, I was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, no one needed me to do.
No
that.
one needed me to do this, but I felt like for the room, I had to say to the man, "Welcome, all are welcome here.
We've seen you.
Yeah.
We've
can
seen
go
you.
away
You
now."
can go now."
Like,
Yeah.
probably people like that probably get a dog so that they can bother people.
Yeah.
See, and
Yeah.
if there's a big Irish wolfhound or something like that, that kind of brings a bit of an old timey tavern vibe that I
Yes.
don't mind.
Yes.
Because when someone's got a little fucking Frenchie sitting on the chair
Yeah.
next to them.
Dog-
Dogs,
do
the
know what
dog
you mean.
shouldn't be on the chairs.
And if the dog's
like-
being annoying, it's not even like the noise of the dog that's annoying. It's that the owner will be going like,
Yeah.
Teddy, Teddy, Teddy,
yeah,
stop it,
yeah.
Teddy, Teddy, Teddy.
The
You're just sitting
entire
next to-
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it was the dog.
You think it was
because
the
fuck
dog?
Dogs.
Yeah. I also think it was the dog.
You're both correct. You do know me.
Yay.
And your
Yeah.
price is
More wine.
More wine.
Yeah, literally, more wine.
Oh,
thank
thanks.
you.
Lipstick, yeah.
You can have your lipstick
Yes,
back,
that was
basically.
me. That was my mental dog.
I feel like there's not enough good dog etiquette in the world.
No.
I think you shouldn't. I don't know. People are just stupid around dogs. Like, and then
Alright.
like they are. Like,
I feel
people-
personally attacked in
People
this.
will
Yeah.
come and like just pet your dog like without asking
Oh, yeah,
asking
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
if you get bitten, like it's not my problem.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
Like, you
I
shouldn't do
know
that, I
I
think.
probably irritate other dog owners because
Yeah,
not because I go
you're the
over their
problem.
dogs, but I am the problem because
Yeah.
my dog is mental.
Yes.
Now there's no aggression in him. There's nothing worse than a dog like bounding towards a small family with me chasing after it, going, "He's friendly." Doesn't matter. Those children are having
that
trauma.
Really old meme like Fenton.
That is my
you're
dog.
giving
That
Fenton.
is my dog.
In my day job now is somewhere where people come to walk their dogs a lot, and like you kind of get to know the regulars because people come every day and whatever, and I learn their names and things, and I can tell they expect me to remember the name of their dog, and I'm like, absolutely.
I'd be more likely to remember the dog's name
networking
than them. Yeah, like it's not networking. But people have their dogs. Like I love dogs and stuff, but I wouldn't like when someone's dog runs up to you, like just out of nowhere, and you're like, I wouldn't allow my dog to run up to a random person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I do know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean, Teresa? I wouldn't do it.
I am that person. I do apologise. It's gotten much better. There was
just because you like your dog doesn't mean everyone else likes dogs. Do you know?
I totally get it. But I can't help it. It's goddamn ruining my life. I do get it.
This is an intervention, actually, but
do you know what? I had a terrible time in the park with him. This was a couple of years ago, and I was personally going through a really hard time. Right, I'm not going to get into that, but I was having a bad time, and I went out with the dog, and he wasn't doing anything mental. He was off his lead, and this guy arrived with he was French for some reason, probably because he was from France. But
traditionally speaking, that is where they come from.
Dare he be French
in a park?
In a park, he came along with his
I'm
two
already
kids.
on your side, by the way. As soon as you said French, I'm like, yeah, he deserved it.
He came along with his two kids.
Can he
right?
drive?
Now, my dog was like further away from where we are from each other now, right? Was just off his lead and he was just sniffing the grass. But this little girl was obviously afraid of dogs and started to scream, right? And the dad started to shout at me and said, "Get your dog on a lead." And I was like, he's not even remotely near you. But she obviously just had this fear. Now, in normal times and today, I'd be like, not a problem. Of course. I don't want that child to grow up afraid of dogs. Yeah. But I was having a bad day and I went, put your child on a lead.
I think about it, I was having a bad day, so I sicked the dog on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Get her.
Get her.
Yeah. And I was like, he's fine, he's fine. So I went and I did go and get him, but I was like, put him on a lead. I'll wait till he's go and then I'm going to let him. I'm going to let him after you.
Yeah.
Going to let him after you.
It's like release the hounds. I think does your dog not have like something wrong with him? No, or am I making that up? Does he not have a mental? No, do you know what I mean? Does he not have like a behavioural thing? I think you've alluded to this before.
I definitely have.
That your dog is like
a vet
crazy.
Who implied that?
See, I'm not.
And then we got rid of her.
I was told this.
I love the amount of like mean things we've said about you on this podcast.
The ratio's not great enough. Yeah.
And then the minute someone's like, "There's something wrong with your dog," you're like ready to flip the table.
You're like, "Fuck you!" Yeah. But so the vet said there might be something wrong.
No. We had a mental vet who we didn't like, who kept telling me the dog was overweight.
The vet. You're like, "Not fuck her." Actually,
she was awful. She kept saying this dog's overweight, and I was like, he's just had a good Christmas, all right? And I kept taking it personally.
Okay.
And she said she was just horrible. I don't want to talk.
Was it about the weight? Okay, I'm not even going to tell you either. You alluded to the fact that the dog was mental.
Okay,
but
he's not. He's just a Labrador.
Clinically mental,
awful, like all dogs.
Shut up! I'm going to end this podcast now. I'll never be back.
We're done.
Yeah, we are going to have to end soon because my parking's nearly up.
Behind really breaking the fourth wall, Teresa. We gotta go here. You know.
No, hang on. We did have something else. We were gonna talk about Easter. Yes, it's nearly Easter.
I bought an Easter egg a few months ago in an edit. So
you've already said
that story for tea with me.
I haven't been invited back. No, because I bought this gorgeous.
Oh, sorry, that's my parking.
Oh my god! Fucking hell!
Please carry on.
I bought a Easter egg in January.
Yep.
Because from M&S. You know the custard cream Easter egg.
Yes.
So it's shaped like it's a chocolate box basically, and it's shaped like
the biscuits.
Yes, like milk chocolate on the outside and white chocolate on the inside. It was stunning.
Oh wow!
See,
the whole egg is like that.
Yeah, but it's hollow. I mean, it's not like it's
I get annoyed about like seasonal things being in shops too early. Yeah. But from the second Easter eggs are in the shops, I eat an Easter egg a day. And I'm like,
that'll do.
I am
whether
the reason.
I want to.
But there was like
little
there's like crunchy bits of custard cream and stuff, like tiny bits in the chocolate. Teresa, can you let me have anything?
It's like it's just very. That's very very sweet.
It was gorgeous though. So I feel like I've had my Easter egg. I don't deserve another one because I had it in January. You know.
Oh no.
Do you know
Jesus wanted? Jesus
The Bible does talk about chocolate eggs.
He wanted us to enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean?
Why do we do chocolate eggs? Does anyone know?
Yummy.
I'll tell you why. I was told at school it was to mimic the stone being rolled across from the
I will say,
cave where
Catholic
Jesus
schools retrofit not like non-Christian Christmas and Easter
engineer.
things.
Yeah.
Engineer stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
Like I can remember when I was volunteering at school a while ago.
Sorry, I am just sorting them apart.
Okay.
When I was volunteering in school a while ago, and they were doing this story about why candy canes are like Christian and what they symbolize, and I was like,
No, they're not.
this is like I was like, I'm watching you make things up to children.
Is it like a shepherd's cane or something? that we're just
Yeah, so like it's like because it's like the cross, and then the red is they always do the bloody. The
blood
red
of
is
Christ.
the blood.
obsessed with blood, like you know.
But no, Easter eggs is new life. Chicks hatching,
New life.
eggs.
But we just
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's the other one.
I was about to say, but we don't come from eggs. That is literally not
Yeah, we
true.
do.
Anyway,
I always associate Easter with it's like if you ever used to go to Weight Watchers or Slimming World, they were constantly building up to fest.
oh, I'm so glad it's not me this time. I'm so glad. Sorry. But I mean, we don't hatch from eggs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but why does food have to be something you hatched from? Like, why was that? You were so angry. We don't come from eggs.
Yeah. We don't hatch from eggs. We don't hatch from eggs. Do you know I'm getting to the age now where I would really like to get a chicken, like a live chicken.
Oh, that's a slippery
Yeah.
slope.
Yeah, I'm at that point. I wanted to grow my own vegetables and
I
stuff.
feel like getting chickens is a weird alt-right pipeline as well now, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I didn't.
I don't know. I
didn't
feel
put
like-
those two
I
together.
feel like once someone starts making sourdough and gets chickens, I'm like,
Like, wow.
we're going to start talking about 4G.
Yeah.
GB
4G's
news.
coming.
5G?
5G.
I'm a G
4G.
4G.
You only need 3G for Habbo Hotel.
5G. Yeah, it's good. I would love a chicken though. You know,
The,
you can't have one. I don't think
Why not?
they come for you. No, I think if
Then you eat it and you've got no more.
for a big chicken comes, no, they get lonely.
Okay.
So I think you have to have two.
We've sorted that out. Just so
Take
somber.
that off my list.
Chickens.
No, what I was going to say to you is Easter always makes me think of Weight Watchers because they would spend the minute Christmas is over, they need something else to get you
Yes.
to not
Upset.
be excited about.
Yeah.
The fact that they're called sins.
That's Slimming
in
World.
Slimming World.
Slimming World.
They've
is-
changed it now.
Oh, is it?
Somebody's finally had a word and they call them sips or something else. Something else ridiculous. But I just remember
Yeah.
all these women in the Weight Watchers classes having to do these like confessionals about what
Oh,
they
yeah.
would do with their Easter
Yeah.
eggs. And this one
Public
woman
humiliation.
this one woman had one thing she told us all and I was like, that's absolutely genius. She'd be like, my kids would get Easter eggs in the run up to Easter, but I would open them, eat half of it, wrap it and put it back in the box so that you only see the front.
Will you
And
go to
told
Weight Watchers for
kids-
eating tips?
And
told
told kids,
the kids that's what
it
they
came-
were. They came like that.
Genius.
I was like, that's
That's
absolutely
really
brilliant.
good. That's
Once
really
when
good.
I was little, I was at some sort of Easter party thing. I don't know what. And I wanted to eat my Easter egg, and my dad was like, "No, like you're not eating the whole thing at once," and like took half of it away from me. And I like, this is like the most violent thing I've ever done before or since. I like with a run up, headbutted him in the stomach, but like.
I actually
It's like, Dad, I'm
understand
20. I'll do what I want.
I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah, no, I think I was like 5 or 6, and I nearly
The
knocked
fury?
him over. Yeah,
Oh, I get that.
I feel that I still feel that strongly about Easter eggs.
Yeah.
It's like-
I fucking dare you.
Listen, have a lovely Easter, everybody,
Thanks.
when it comes.
Tag us in your pics.
Tag us in your Easter
Happy
pics.
St. Patrick's Day, green
And a happy
glasses,
St. Patrick's
everyone
Day.
wearing green, and then so.
And we didn't hatch out of eggs.
Yes, just to clarify, they were eggs, but they were not hatchable eggs.
Yeah.
The
Okay, you'll
science
never be
thing-
back on
Yeah,
this podcast anyway.
she always
It'd be lovely to
says that.
see
She
you.
always
I
says
always say that. They
Yeah.
always come back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much.